Hey, hi, wonderful people. Good evening and warm welcome to all of you. Uh, we are we were doing in the last couple of weeks or so, we were doing the reinforcement lectures, which we titled it under Last Mile. We branded it under Last Mile. And yes, so we will continue that. So maybe on the numbers day, I think we were doing one of the numbers lecture. That day there was a little bit of issue with the network. And yes, but though it was very clear, I couldn't complete the agenda. So we are here and we will complete that particular agenda. So where we stopped, we will do that. We were doing a little bit of factors and we will continue there. Yes, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ashutosh. Good evening, Himesh. I'm sure I'll let know some of you it out here. So as you join, let me quickly introduce myself. There may be some new learners. So from that perspective, let me quickly give a background. I'm Belvi Srinivas. I've been working in the test prep industry for since 2007. That's about 14, 15 now. So yes, so I worked both as a trainer as well as on the management side of the programs. Yes, so while I was working as a trainer, I developed some good skills to train the students in the place of QA, DI, and DLR. Yes, not only that, I'm a good counselor with respect to your preparation as well as to the B school selection stuff. Yeah, that's briefly about me. And if you'd like to have short interactions or some of your concerns to be addressed, the very short ones, so then you can text me on this particular Telegram channel. So here we can kind of preface and we could try and resolve them. And not only I, there are many other active students who are also might already you can seek help from each other in case my intervention is required. So I'm watchful and then I kind of try and help you guys out there. All right, that's briefly about me and how you can reach out to me. Good evening, Mesh. Good evening, Abin. Good evening, Vibha. Glad as you guys keep joining. Yeah, so let me do some announcements before we kind of get started with this. So here, if there is any chance anybody here for CAT 22 or CMAT from that background, so there are some new CAT 22 batches that are getting launched. So there is one CAT this for CAT 22, not 21, right? So CAT 22 or OMETs 22, other management entrance. Some of the fine educators are launching a particular batch, and there is another batch parallelly starting on the same time, at the same time for a different batch. See, you may say that, hey, why there are two different batches for CAT 22 scheduled on the same day, right? Same day or same day. Reason being, the different batch has the different objective. For example, somebody coming to the algebra, let me just take algebra as an example. Somebody may still be struggling at level 1, some of you may be struggling at level 2, some of you could be struggling at level 3. So every course, every batch has a different offering. From that perspective, this is what we mean by the structured courses in the batch. Right, those who are struggling level 1 in algebra, probably you might have to look that kind of batch. No, level 1 I'm pretty good, but level 2 is the input where I'm looking at. You can join the batch which are offering at level 2. How do you get to know about it? There will be a short video about this particular course. So there is every batch has a name. It is called as Sunrises batch. When you go there, there will be a short brief video about it, so based on which you will be able to understand what are the course offering, what these educators wants to deal with, what is the outcome of this particular batch, so on and so forth. Yes, anybody is looking for CMAT, there seems to be a batch launch on 24th. All batches getting launched at the same time on 24th. Yeah, so how do we get there? So how do you kind of get on to those particular batches? You might have to go for either plus or iconic subscription. Plus subscription gives you the access to the batches, right? Whereas the batches are nothing but the structured courses on all the subscription prices. So you will get 10% discount whenever you use educator code. 10% discount in the sense this might come out to be around 15,000. And likewise, this might come out to be around 20,000. Likewise, that's what you mean by 10% discount. Yes, so you can use my code as well, Belvi100, in case you are buying the subscription. But I would rather suggest you go for iconic subscription. For a simple reason, in the iconic subscription, you can speak one-to-one with the mentor. Say how many such sittings can be done. You can schedule based on your needs and requirements and based on the kind of educator that you would like. So you can schedule one-to-one interactions. If it is a 6-month subscription, you can schedule 25 one-to-one interactions. That is roughly about 4 per month, which is nothing but 1 per week, right? You can kind of take it up something like that. Yeah, here it is about 50 one-to-ones and here it is about 100 one-to-ones. Kind of each week one-to-one is kind of you can always have, so that like, so what to do in the one-to-ones, you can get guidance on your preparation, you can get guidance on your test strategies, you can get guidance on your test scores or how to improvise them, or you can get guidance on your interview questions, is it the right question, or application forms, any of this space, whatever is holding you back, you can always set up one-to-one meeting and you can resolve it and move forward. Yes, that's pretty much about the announcement side of it. All right, before we go on, can I quickly know who are all here in the meeting? Yeah, Himesh, if it is a short concern, you can ask now. Otherwise, you can ask on the Telegram group. Yeah, before I start, could you guys let me know who are all here, who are all active? Okay, Ashutosh. All right, welcome. So who else quickly? Can you guys put in and let me know your identity a little bit? That would be nice before we begin. All right, Sagar, good evening. Shrishti is here. Chinmay is here. Very nice. So can I know some more who are here? Anybody else? Okay. Okay. That's it. Only 4 or 5 of you. Cool. No issues. All right. Good evening, Tanisha. Tanisha is here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's nice. That's nice. Viba is here. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's good to know all right now. So who are all there? It's like a classroom. You come into the classroom. It's nice to know who are into the rooms, right? That's the idea. Uh, Himesh, we will take these suggestions, these kind of things, we will take it up on the Telegram group. Come on to the Telegram group. So we will take it up there. Otherwise, the lecture time gets into some other kind of discussion, right? Which may not be beneficial to all. The point here is what? There is a personal time, which means one-to-one time, and there is a all time. So what we'll try to do on the YouTube, these lectures is we'll try to take up a discussion which might make sense to majority. I'm not saying every single of them, but at least vast majority of them. But when we get into these kind of IPSET, already these kind of tests, exams, etc. discussion, it might not useful to all of them, because the objective of the meeting is set. We are trying to discuss something about the numbers. We will take it up later. So it's not only to Himesh what I'm trying to say in general. So that should be, because we came with an agenda, we will try to squeeze in few other things into that particular agenda. It gets completely diluted. That's the whole thing there, right? Yeah. So we will certainly, I will guide you based on my understanding, but we will do it at different forum. Maybe Telegram, already you come there and post it. I will also ask you a few questions, then we will proceed. Okay, are you all sitting with book and pen? I'm hoping that you are all ready with the books and pens. So we will get started on this note. Okay, here comes the first question, maybe about a minute or a minute and a half. Think about it. You might have done enough with the factors. Yeah. Go ahead, everybody make a good try. Try and recall few things about the factors. Yeah, that's nice of the show. I'm hoping that everybody has a book and pen. Otherwise, quickly grab and start working on this question. An application question on factors. Quickly go ahead. Yeah, hi Rishabh. Hello. It's about factors, guys. It's about factors. Right. Yeah, well, okay, let's take a look at this. Those who are doing, all right, do this. Why you have taken so much time? I started with a very simple question here. Nevertheless, let's take a look at this. Say, what is n? Technically, what is my n? Let's try and establish this number. N is nothing but 2 raised to power 10. Hey, why 2 raised to power 10? Because 4 raised to power 4 is nothing but 2 raised to power 8. And there is another 2 raised to power 2. So therefore, I'm resolving into primes. It would become 2 raised to power 10. Then I have 3 raised to power 3. And I have 5 raised to power 3. 5 raised to power 5. This is my n. This is my number. Some big number. Fair enough. So this is the number. So in this particular number, what is that author trying to say? Why don't you write n is equal to x into y? That is author's contention. He's saying that, hey, please write this as x into y. Right, when I'm writing this as x into y, listen to me carefully. If it is x into y, if it is simply product of two factors, it is different from saying it as x into y. The moment you say x into y, x becomes one variable, y becomes another variable. If I just simply take one example for you, hey, if I write 18, hey, n is equal to 18. I said that why don't you write 18 as product of two numbers? 1 into 18 is different from 18 into 1. These two are two different things, because I said that write n is equal to x into y. If I say that write n is equal to product of two factors, then 1 comma 18. In that case, product of two factors means 1 comma 18 is same as 18 comma 1. Why? It is a set. The moment I use the word product of two factors and I don't tell them, specify them, it becomes a set. In a set, the order does not matter. There is no order to this, right? 1 comma 18. So 1 first or 18 first doesn't matter. But if I say that, hey, it's a coordinate, x and y, it's a coordinate. The moment it becomes a coordinate, 1 comma 18 is different from 18 comma 1, because these are two different coordinates. 1 comma 18 is entirely different. That's a meaning there. He said that, hey, please write this as x into y. X into y. Fair enough. So what does it mean to us? All the factors will come as, let's say, what are the factors of n? Total number of factors of 1. Total. So, but then he said that, hey, x and y should not be perfect square. My algorithm is very simple. I will find total factors. My answer is nothing but total number of factors minus factors which are perfect squares. That is a perfect square factors. Total number of factors minus perfect square factors will give me non-perfect square factors. That's the best way to deal with this, rather than trying to complicate this. Easiest way is total minus perfect square factors. Yeah, how do I find the total? Easy to find. So I will go here. Total is nothing but this. I permute it in 11 ways. This can be permuted in 4 ways. This can be permuted in 6 ways. That gives me the total, right? That gives me the total. So which is 4, 6 and 11. Yeah. Okay. So this gives me the total, which is nothing but 264. Okay, 264 ways. 264 ways is the total. See, is that the total, sir? Isn't it 264 divided by 2? No, it won't be 264 divided by 2. Let me say n is equal to 18. So 1 into 18 I will write. 2 is a factor of 18, 3 is a factor of 18, 6 is a factor of 18, 9 is a factor of 18, 18 is a factor of 18. You may say that, sir, when you do this, sir, isn't it double counting? Isn't it 18 into 1 same as 1 into 18? No, because 18 value of y is different from this. Yeah, what did I write there for? It's here. You may say that 2 into 9, isn't it same as 9 into 2? No, it is different because it's x into y. So they are names here. So and hence I say that all the factors, say, what is this 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, all the factors. So naturally another set of factors will go on to the other side. So therefore I'll write the factors of 18. That's what precisely I did. Total number of factors is nothing but number of ways of writing the given number as x into y. Total number of factors. Okay, minus the factors which are perfect squares. I need to subtract the factors which are nothing but the perfect squares. How do I do that? The packaging part of it, I will come to this. Let me rewrite it once again. What is my n? N is equal to 2 raised to power 10, 3 raised to power 3 and 5 raised to power 5. Okay, so I will do a repackaging. I want a perfect square. I will say that 2 power 2, I will have 5 packages like this. Okay, so then I will say that 3 power 2, I will have 1 package. You may say that where the other 3 has gone. I don't know. Let now remove it, because that fellow will never contribute to your answer. Okay, then you will say that a 5 power 2, how many packages I would have? I would have 2 packages. Because I have 5 power 5, I want it to be a perfect square. I'm trying to find out the perfect square factors. I'm trying to fill this. Okay, so let me now focus only on x. In how many ways x can become a perfect square? Because I don't want to focus on both x and y at a time. In how many ways x can become a perfect square? All right, x can become a perfect square. Then this 5 can be permuted in 6 ways. This 1 can be permuted in two ways. Say why 1? Because 3 square is a perfect square. I have one set like that. This 2 can be permuted in another another 3 ways. Okay, therefore x, all right, now the chances of x becoming a perfect square is 6 into 2 into 3, all right, which is nothing but 12 into 3, right, which is 36. There are 36 ways of x becoming a perfect square. So if x is a perfect square, can y also be a perfect square? Not possible. So you may wonder why it is not possible. What's the problem? Now think about this. The given whole number is not a perfect square. If the given whole number is not a perfect square, when you write one side as a perfect square, the other side cannot be perfect square, right? The other side will not be perfect square because this 10 can be a perfect square, but 3 and 5 are not. Therefore, when you permuted them, either x is a perfect square in this case or y is a perfect square in this case. X can become a perfect square in 36 ways. In that case, y was not a perfect square. In how many ways y can become a perfect square? Another 36 cases. In that case, y will not be a perfect square. And hence, what is the answer here? 2 times of 36. Why 2 times of 36? There are 36 cases in which x would be a perfect square, and there would be another 36 cases in which y would be a perfect square, right? Yeah. So, but can both be perfect squares? That is not possible based on the given configuration of the numbers. And hence, this forms my answer. Okay, did you get this? First of all, did you get this algorithm? Did you get this algorithm, what I circled now? Did you get this structure? Because the structure, idea is first get the structure in place. Get the structure in place, then we can fit the elements into that structure. That's not a big deal. Get the structure in place. Structure is clear. How do we approach this question? This is the easiest way to approach this question. Total number of factors minus the factors which are perfect squares. And the mistakes that can happen here is some people don't write this as a total number of factors. Rather, they will write the total number of factors divided by 2. Don't make it divided by 2 because he clearly said you should write it as x into y, right? Therefore, the coordinates, the direction, order is important. Similarly, another mistake people can do is the number of perfect square. They will not double it because when x is a perfect square, y was not. At the same time, when y becomes a perfect square, x will not be. So therefore, these are the common mistakes that can happen while dealing with this problem, which is simply constructed on the factors. All right, no big deal. Had I asked a direct question on factors, everybody will solve. Just bring in some elements into this, the confusion starts. Okay, comfortable? Everybody comfortable on this? Quick, my friends, everyone comfortable? Can you respond quickly? Any doubts, let me know. Yeah, cool, good, nice. Rishabh, was that clear to you? Rishabh, you were asking a doubt on the Telegram group. Was that clear? That 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, number of geometric progressions. I think who was asking that? Rishabh and Srishti. You both were asking that, I guess. I don't remember. Was it Srishti or somebody else? Was that clear? Still not clear. I texted again after that. Did you see that text? I did first text and then I did the second text. Second text, have you seen, Rishabh? Who started that doubt? Was it Srishti who started that doubt? Who started it? Have you seen the second text? Yeah, I understood the first time when I texted you could not connect, but then I did it once again. I tried to give a clarification there. Okay, don't do it now. Do it after the class. Not clear, we will take it. I just thought that because you didn't respond after that, and then I thought whether have you seen it? Was it still clear? Not yet. Okay, nevertheless, you do it later. Now don't get onto your Telegram group. That's all right. Get to the lecture. Let's get to the lecture. Yeah, here comes another beautiful question. All right, guys, everybody, take 2 minutes. Resolve it. Very popular question because it's been quite some time we didn't do on the recurring decimal. So here comes an application on the recurring decimal. We all understand recurring decimal. Here comes a simple application on recurring decimal. Go ahead, resolve it. You would have done many applications as a part of your mocks. One of them. Try this, everybody keep pen, book and try this because we are doing the revision. Guys, by any chance, anybody here for CAT 22, right? So when I start CAT 22, you join me. This may not be the right kind of lecture for you, right? Let me just forewarn you, alert you, because don't get dejected what's happening here. Okay, because without doing the basics, it may become a little difficult. In case you are looking at CAT 22, when I start the series, you join in, right? Don't bother, and this might look a little daunting. Now, if it is fine, then continue to listen. Because there is a background behind all these questions, right? Yeah, I'm giving an overview of the background. Yep. Okay, leave this question, guys. Just quickly, one of you put it in the chat. If I have 0.373737 dot. What is the representation here? Quickly, one of you put it in the chat. What is the representation, decimal representation, or fraction representation of this? What is the fraction representation of 0.37, 0.37, 0.37, 3737? What would be the fraction representation of this decimal number? Put it in the chat. What would be the fraction representation of this decimal number? Fraction representation. Who are all clear about this? Put it in the chat. Everyone who is clear about this. What is the fraction representation? Which means write this as A by B. How do you write this as A by B? Okay. Everybody who is clear, please write it so that helps me from where I should start explaining, right? That's the whole idea. Why I'm asking this is, if you are clear there, then I can start from that stage. That's my word. That's my point. Ashutosh, where is your answer? Not sure how to write this? Okay. Okay, I'm watching. Sagar, Srishti, Himesh, Rishav, Chinmay, Vibha. Ashutosh, are you there? Do you know how to write it or not? I didn't get. Not sure. Okay. That's the point. Yeah. Okay, right. All others, what you guys have said is right. How come, Ashutosh, you didn't learn how to convert a recurring decimal into a fraction, right? You should have known by now. Okay. Nevertheless, it'll take a minute. So to be fair to you, let me quickly illustrate that. Say I said that, hey, 0.37. Let me take the same example. 373737. Since two digits are recurring, in n, since two digits are recurring, multiply by 10 power 2 on both the sides. That is the algorithm, right? Please study a little more about this. I'm trying to give a background to this quickly, quick background. Multiply both sides by 10 power 2. Why 10 power 2? Because two digits are recurring. What if three digits are recurring? Multiply both sides by 10 power 3. And hence this would become 100n is equal to 37.3737, and it goes on, Okay, now what you do? Solve these two equations. Right now, once you multiplied, this is gone. Solve all it now. So there's an equation 1 and there's an equation 2. All you got to do is 1 minus 2. Do equation 1 minus 2. You get 99. N is equal to 37. All these fellows gets cancelled. All 37s get cancelled. 37 minus 0 is this, and hence you say that N is equal to 37 minus 99. Fair enough. Now come back to the given question. So now the moment I look at this x, y, y, x, that's a recurring. Again x, y, y, x, again x, y, y, x. So there are 4 digits which is recurring. Therefore, the moment you see this particular number n, you know that, hey, this can be written as x, y, y, x divided by 9999. Since 4 digits are recurring, you will multiply by 10 by 10 power 4. So 10 power 4 minus 1 will become 4 9s. Right? This is how it kind of looks like. Okay, this is the first step. The moment you see it, this writing was on the wall. This writing was clearly on the wall. You say that n is nothing but this particular number. Right. So you kind of write this particular number and you start analyzing this, how this number can be written, the place values, because you kind of have x and y. What on earth you can do about this? Nothing much can be done unless I split this particular number. X, y, y, x is nothing but 1000x plus 100y plus 10y plus 1x, right? Whole of this divided by, of course, the denominator is 999. I'll come back to that later. First, let's understand this. 1000x plus x, 1001x plus 10y plus 10y and 100y, 110y. Okay, upon simplification, you say that both numbers are multiples of 11. Why? Because 1001 is a beautiful number, 7 into 11 into 13. All right, 7 into 11 into 13. At least one quick thing that comes to your mind is, hey, this can be written as 11 times of, right? Therefore, 91x plus 10y. This is how you kind of write this, right? 91x plus y. Now bring the denominator also down. So denominator is nothing but 99, 99 and 99, and hence you say that 11 9 times and 0 9 times. Now it looks like, okay, this particular example looks like 91x plus 10y divided by 909. It appears something like this, right? It appears something like this. Okay, sure. All right, by now you would have recalled that, hey, this is nothing but 9 times of 101. 101 is a prime number, but I want to understand little more from the numerator. Can something be done in the numerator? Can I cancel little more? All right, now that's a thought that comes to your mind. Can I cancel little more from here? Let us check. Hey, let us write either x in terms of y or y in terms of x. It's also given that x plus y is equal to 9. So from here you could say that, hey, from here you could say that y is also equal to 9 minus x. Where do I substitute this? I will substitute this here. Let me substitute in place of y, and hence it now appears like, all right, when I substitute this, it appears like 91 times of x plus 10 times of 9 minus x divided by 909. This upon simplification looks, all right, this upon simplification you would say that, hey, this is another 81x. I'm simplifying the numerator, plus 90 divided by 909. You simplify this, 9 common here, therefore you say that 9x plus 10 divided by 909. So which after simplification you know that, hey, this can be written as 9x plus 10 divided by 101. Hey, now the point is, can I now make 9x plus 10 is equal to 101? Because 101 cannot be simplified any further. Can I make 9x plus 1 is equal to 101? In that case, I don't have to multiply n by anything. It will be automatically an integer, but that's not possible. Why not possible? So 9x plus 10 will be 101 provided x is equal to 11. Provided x is equal to, no, for no value. For no value it is going to be, for no value of x it's going to be a 101, right? 101 for no value of x, and then you say that I am stuck. So therefore what, since your denominator you still have 101, you say that, man, I will come back to this n. If I multiply this n by k, it should become an integer. I know that this k is nothing but 101. Whatever is your n value here, you multiply this by 101, because all I have in the denominator left out now is 101, which cannot be simplified any further, that being a prime number. Multiply this by 101, you get your result output as an integer. That's the smallest number which has become a prime number. Comfortable? Everybody clear about this? All clear? Simple question on recurring decimals. Nobody will give us a recurring decimal number and say that please write it as a fraction. No, we didn't learn recurring decimal for that purpose. Please understand that. So don't expect in the exam that, hey, they will give me a number which is 1.2343434. They will give me a number like this and they will say that please write this in the form of a by b and answer options will be there. No, that will never be coming in the exam. That is the nuts and bolts, raw form, right? When I learned to write this as a by b, it's raw. It was in the raw format. Now what they do, they will put some words around it and they will build an application around it. I'm sure in your marks you would have got them. This is what you got to keep in your mind. Okay, all concepts that you learn would be in the raw format. Of course that's required, because there itself we cannot learn all possible application, because in the raw format the efficiency is better, we learn faster. But that doesn't mean that, okay, that doesn't mean that in the exam the questions come in the raw form. Absolutely not. It comes in the application form. Okay, yeah. Okay, Sagar is saying that can we assume the values of x and y? You can. You can assume, Sagar. It should still work out. Surely. Right? It will still work out. It will still work out. Because anyway, all right, now, so you wrote x in terms of y. All right, it's not making sense, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Yes, guys, divisibility. A little bit of counting. Go ahead. Yeah, this also appears more like a PNC question, doesn't matter. Yes, guys, should we do that? Everybody about to put some answer. I guess there is no lag here. Okay, all right, watch it. Let's do it together. No worries. Watch it. Let's do it together. Okay, by the way, how many of you have written the mock yesterday? Before we start, leave this question. Quickly answer this. This is more important than this question. The question I am asking now is more important than the question that we are solving. How many of you have taken the mock yesterday? I think Risha was an exception, I guess. So he said something else the other day. Okay, leave Risha aside. How many of you have taken the mock? Am I reaching out to you? What does it, your deafening silence means, or is it a lag? Okay, Ashutosh, okay. Yeah, I understood, Rishabh. You already confirmed that on yesterday. Okay, you must be having something else yesterday. Therefore, day before you take. Okay. Ashutosh, Srishti. What about others? Vibha, Agar. Yeah, Darshit. That's okay. Whatever you are getting, that's okay, Darshit. Let's not all it no switch off because we are getting something else. Writing is important, right? Because there is no choice at this point. Okay, everybody has written. Yeah. Okay, that we'll decide later, Srishti. Yeah, we will think about it later. Not to worry. Good, that's nice. Okay, don't worry. All right, now I'm not asking what scores you are getting, all that stuff. That doesn't matter. We have to do our part. That's what I believe in, right? Let's do our part. Something value addition will happen for sure. As long as we do the right activity, there will be certain value addition with or without conscious, right? There will be some value addition. It is not that the curriculums are designed simply all right now for some all right without any scientific purpose. There is a purpose, right? That's a whole thing I'm trying to tell. Fair enough. Let's come back to this question. Find the number of 4-digit numbers which are multiples of 7. Hey, don't get disappointed with the kind of questions here sometimes I'm trying to do if you're not able to think, because as I clearly said, hey, we are targeting those 6 or 7 questions out of those 22 questions expected this year in quant, 20 or 22, whatever is that number, because they said that they're going to reduce it. To what extent, I don't know. I'm expecting that at least somewhere fairly it should be between 60 and 62. I'm sure there will be about 6 or 7 challenging questions out there. Right, so I'm talking actually that particular space, more in and around that particular space. Fair enough. So by the inputs, you will be able to ace it. That's not a worry, right? Yeah, let's do that. Therefore, don't get too overtly. And it's also evening. Since morning you guys would have put already enough effort, you would be kind of little tired as well. So all these factors come into the picture. Let's take a look at this. Find the number of 4-digit numbers which are multiples of 7 and have the same first and last digit. Okay, so how does my 4-digit number looks like? So my 4-digit number n looks like A, B, C, but A. I cannot have D. All right, it cannot be A, B, C, D. Yeah, even if you take D, you should ultimately convert D to A, right? So therefore, you say that hey, my 4-digit number should be of the form A, B, C, A. Fair enough. If I write something like this, A, B, C, A, this can also be written as, look from the previous one, all these are beautiful ones. This can be written as A, 0, 0, A, plus B, C, 0. I can rewrite it like this. Hey, these are all very simple ones which we should kind of know. I know. All right, now with practice it comes very naturally. That thinking comes very naturally. We kind of already did this kind of splitting on that. Hey, didn't we do that on X, Y, Y, X? It's fine. I have two same numbers here. Instead of having two same numbers, I have two different numbers. Therefore, I'm saying that it will look like BCA. You may say that, sir, can I write this as 1001? Surely, you can write it surely like that. But I'm just saying that I can simply see it now because I already already taught you here, hey, write this as 1000, write this as 100y, 10y. Since just now we have written, I don't have to write once again, write 1000, write 100, all that stuff may not be required. Therefore, I'm saying that I can kind of see it now right here. Okay, this is nothing but a times of 1001. Absolutely same thing you would have done. 1000a, 1a, all right, now, so you would have run the same thing here. It boils down to a times of 1001 plus. Hey, what about the other side of the number? The other side of the number is BC into 10. All right, now you can say that, hey, this is BC 0 is nothing but BC, all right, BC into this particular number called 10. Fair enough. Now listen to me very carefully. This number is already multiple of 7. He said that, look man, this 4-digit number should be what? Divisible by 7. Multiple of 7 means it should be divisible by 7. It's already divisible by 7. Hey, why? Because 1001 is nothing but 7 into 11 into 13. It is already 7 into 11 into 13. Therefore, I don't have to worry about this particular piece. This side is fine. This is already divisible by 7. Therefore, what I should be worried about? I should be worried about, can I make this number a multiple of 7? Alright, I should make this number divisible by 7. That onus rests on me. In the sense, what all I can do here, BC can be 0, 0 because this 10 will not be divisible by 7. Therefore, I have to make BC to be a divisible by 7. BC. So, BC can be 0, 0 or it is 0 into 7 or 1, 4 or it can be 21. Likewise, hey, what you are trying to say, this is 7 into 0. This is 7 into 1. This is 7 into 2 till where 7 into 14 which becomes 98. I can write this list 7 into 14 98, which means you are trying to say that this list can be fixed in 15 ways. Hey, what 15 ways, man? 0 1 2 like this up to 14. Therefore, I can fix my BC side on in 15 ways. Hey, what about this particular side? I can fix this in 9 ways. I can fix this particular side in 9 ways. You may wonder from where on earth you are getting 9 ways here, because the value of a can be 1, value of a can be 2, value of a can be 3, 4 like this up to 9, because 9 0 0 9 is also fine. That can be fixed in 9 ways, right? That can be fixed in 9 ways. And hence you are saying that, hey, this list, one side of the list fixed in 9 ways, other side of the list fixed in 16 ways. Therefore 15 into 9, all right, which would become 135 ways. These are the number of numbers which will be divisible by 7. Okay, kind of understood, everybody? It is not B plus C, it is BC. These are two consecutive digits, Rishabh. Why you are doing B plus C? It is 10B plus C. It cannot be B plus C. If you want to write it in that fashion, you better write it as 10B plus C, which is not required. BC is a 2-digit number. What is BC? It's a 2-digit number, Rishabh. Why you are making B plus C? If you do B plus C, you are adding the sum of the digits of the number, which is nothing to do with me. Sum of the digit need not be divisible by 7 for the number to be divisible by 7. Yeah. This is PNC only what I did now. What I did is PNC only. Counting, right? Any counting is a part of it, but the numbers and PNC go hand in hand. Therefore, we package numbers and PNC together, more or less. We divide entire quant into 4 regions, right? Broad categorization is about 4, right? So what is that? We call them as arithmetic is one package, algebra another package, geometry another package, numbers and PNC probability statistics will pack it as one package, because in numbers also number of factors, how many factors, all this is PNC, right? All that becomes PNC. Use divisibility of 7. Okay. Yeah, Sagar, another number is 504. I did one video in which I spoke about this, all the things which comes as the factors of this, any number of the form ABC like this. I said that, okay, so whenever you have them, your divisors are always 10 power n plus or minus 1. This is what they look at, or factors of this. Please go to the numbers, Sagar, go to the numbers chapter, go to the numbers video list. There will be a video list on numbers. Go through that. I have spoken about this in a greater detail. We did that particular series. Am I right? Rishabh, Srishti, somebody confirm those who did it in the beginning? Yeah, I think we discussed this in the greater detail. I spent almost about an hour on this or so. In that, I've spoken about all of them. Right? Yeah, please go through that. You will find this in the list. Just go to Cat Ninjas 1.0, put it as Belvi, right? And you will be able to find that list. Under that list, just go to the numbers and just go through it. In one of them, I'm talking about the remainders. Okay, yeah, that is an easy solution, Sagar. Otherwise, it becomes too repetitive. Right? We are trying to do kind of quick overview out here. You go there you will find all those kind of numbers that I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, whatever the question that you asked, probably already will find an answer there. Okay, all right. Meghana, what is that you are trying to ask? My strategy is to score 30 in VA, QA depending on the difficulty level, 2 sets. Strategies we'll discuss offline, Meghna. All right, otherwise, now Rishabh will tell some strategy, Vibha will ask for a strategy, it will become a strategy discussion, right? Yeah. So we didn't create the lecture for strategy. So what we'll do is take it up there because, like, see, without knowing you, I cannot agree or disagree with your strategy. I don't know what you are trying. You asked me a question. Finally, you are ending up with a question mark. Think about it. What do I know about your preparation that I agree or disagree with this? I can't do both. Think from my perspective, right? I can understand your anxiousness. I can understand, right? It is not that I cannot understand what's where student is coming from, right? But I can't suggest here. So because I have a cross questions on this, right? Very, very trivial cross questions on this. Got it? Yeah, please. So let us discuss this on the Telegram group. You can DM me there and we can discuss there. All right. Yeah, that's a better way. That's a better way. Cool. All right. Yeah. But you may have to give me some time when you are giving on the Telegram because I'll not be watching every time on the Telegram. All right, don't think that. I might not have the time. Maybe I will just see. You might have to give me some time to address on the Telegram group. Please consider that because some of you may be impatient. You might want exam is coming. Therefore, you want to know now kind of. That may not be possible. Yeah, let's go ahead, my friends. Let's solve this. Back to the lecture. Another counting on factors. Go ahead. Yes, guys, let's take a look. So what's happening here, right? So our understanding of factors is getting squeezed with counting, which is true. Because it's not that every time, okay, how many ways you can write the product of two numbers as the co-primes. There's a standard formula for it. They will ask us to count anything other than that as well, right? That is the whole point I'm trying to tell. I have to get my counting algorithm right to count rather than trying to depend on, I have some formula based on which I will count the number of ways of writing the given number as a product of two co-prime numbers. Nothing like this. They might ask us to do for three numbers, four numbers, all that stuff, right? So my counting algorithm should be in place. That's precisely the reason they club numbers with permutation, combination, and create this, right? Yeah. I will tell you, Sagar. I will tell you what does it mean is something like this. For example, so let's say take a number. Let me take this number itself. What is 10 power 7? This is the number. 10 power 7 is nothing but 2 power 7 into 5 power 7. They should be co-primes. They should be co-primes means what? For example, if I write this as there is a factor 1, there is no order to it. I'm just splitting into 4 factors. factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, factor 4. There is no order. There is no order. Let's say that, hey, if I give entire 5 power 7 here, if I give entire 5 7 power here, so if I write 2 power 1 here, 2 power 1 here, and 2 power 5 here, I can write my 10 power 7 like this. Hey, are all these the product of the four factors, for four factors which where there is no one is 1? Yeah, none of the numbers is 1, correct? So I just, therefore I can write it like this. Is this one of the ways of writing? Yes. Now he says that there will be 6 factors. What is that? Already now 6 pairs which will be co-primes. F1, F2 can be co-prime. F1, F3 can be co-prime, right? F1, F4 can be co-prime. See, this is what you mean by 6. That is 4C2. What is that 6 trying to do here? 4C2. 4C2 is nothing but 6 ways of permuting this. Alright, F1, F4. Yeah, I understand. That's precisely the reason I have taken this. I've taken this particular question for that understanding itself, how the question is our PNC understanding as well at times, right? F1, F4 can be co-primes, then F2, F3 can be co-prime, F2, F4 can be co-prime, F3, F4 can be co-prime. This is what he meant by 6 pairs of factors being co-primes. Now try to understand it such that at least 3 pairs. Pairs means what? Taking 2 at a time. I'll let 2 at a time. 3 pairs out of all 6 possible pairs of factors, pairs of factors are co-prime. This is all 6 possible. So out of which I want minimum 3 pairs to be co-primes. First of all, question clear? Question clear? Of course, there is a depth in this question, because the question also need to be understood. There is a density. It's dense. Of course, it's dense. But at least now is it clear what is the question trying to ask? Because the keyword is pair. Pair means taking 2 at a time. Pair is never more than 2. Out of how many? 6 possible pairs. What is that 6 possible pairs? 4C2. Because you have 4 factors. I'll come to it. Hang on, Rishabh. Hang on. Are you clear with the question now? Let the question be clear. Then we will come to what they are trying to say. We will come to that. All right. Yeah, let the question be clear first. Yeah, if this happens in the exam, leave and go ahead, right? What if it was an exam and this question comes? You read it. Maybe you read it twice. Try to make some sense. Not happening. 30 seconds. Move on. Don't try to fight with this, because it doesn't make any sense. Because counting can be done provided there is a clarity in what we are counting. If there is no clarity in what you are counting, then we can end up counting wrong things as well, right? There should be a clear clarity. Any counting, there should be a clarity. If there is no clarity, then we'll mess up the counting for sure. Okay, I'm just telling you from that perspective. Okay, now see here. Minimum 3 pairs should be co-primes. This pair is co-prime. Look at that. F1, F4 is co-prime. I've written one classification here. Is F1, F4 co-prime? Of course, yes. 1 is the only common factor which divides 2 power 1 and 5 power 7. Hey, is 2 power 1 and 5 power 7 co-primes? Yes, they are co-primes. Is 2 power 5 and 5 power 7 co-primes? Yes, they are co-primes. Hey, did I get 3 co-prime pairs? Yes. Hey, which cannot be co-primes here? If you say that, sir, I will mix this and this, they will be co-primes. No, man, 2 is the HCF. You can't say that I will mix these 2 and I call it as a co-primes. Correct. Author said, look, you can make 6 pairs. I want minimum 3 pairs to be co-primes. I just showed you one way of getting minimum 3 pairs. Is this is co-prime with this is co-prime with this, and this is co-prime with this. You kind of saw the structure. We will do the full counting now. This sets up the understanding of the question. Minimum 3, I showed you for minima first. Then we will see what more is possible. What more is possible is a later stage, but at least this is clear. Which means I have one solution. I'm showing it to you. I'm showing one solution to you. Guys, other than Rishabh, can some more confirm that, okay, you understood? I'm showing one solution. This is a solution, man. Because there are 3 pairs which are co-primes here. I showed that by the green arrows there. Which pairs are co-prime? I've shown. Other 3 primes are not co-primes. Other 3 pairs are not. Out of 6 pairs, exactly 3 pairs are co-primes here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Now permutate. In that case, permutate. What do you mean by permutate? Keep the 5 power 7 constant here. We'll come to it, Risha. We'll come to it. We have to count that only, right? That is what we are doing. Hang on. That is what we will try to count. We will count what all possibilities. That's what he wanted us to think. Right? He just used the word factor. Ultimately, he wanted us to count there. We will try and see what all possible here. So now I'm permuting only the powers of 2's. Assume that F1, F2, F3 are the powers of 2's, and I kept 5 aside. Then I will get exactly 3 co-prime pairs. First, exactly 3. What is that in running in your mind? Exactly 3. Then I see exactly 3, exactly 3 co-prime pairs, exactly 4, exactly 5, right? Exactly 6. Now this is the algorithm. Exact all 6. Exactly 6 means all 6. This is the algorithm running in your mind. When you said that minimum 3 co-prime pairs, at least, right? So when you read the word at least 3 pairs, means what all is running in your mind? You don't have to write it on the sheet of paper, but you know that, hey, exactly 3, exactly 4, exactly 5, exactly 6. Let's take a look at that. What all is possible? What are the numbers which are possible for this? Let me start here. Exactly 3. When I write exactly 3, I know that, hey, 5 has to be kept separate, and then I will permute the 2s. What are the ways of permuting 2s? This case I will write as it is: 1 plus 1 plus 5, 1 plus 1 plus 5, 7. Power has to be 7. I'm just writing the combinations of 7. 1, 1, 5 is fine. Hey, this counter I keep it as 1 still. I can write this as 2, 4. I still keep it as 1. I can write this as 3, 3. Okay, all that is becoming 7. Powers of 2s I'm writing. I'm keeping this power of 5 static. I'm keeping power of 5 static. Okay, I got this. Then I will increase it to 2. I will increase because the counter has come to an end. Because if I repeat it, you may say that, sir, you write please 4 here, 2 here, and 1 here. This is same as this. This is same as this because F1 is not different from F2 and F3. It is just a product of numbers. Therefore, there is no difference there. And hence you say that it has come to an end. What is the algorithm you are holding? Something like this. These powers will be something like this so that it will come to an end by the time you come here. Next, what you will do, increment the counter to 2. You say that it is 2, then this should be minimum 2. Then therefore this becomes 3. Counter has come to an end. Can I make it 3 here? No, because if you make 3, 3, 3, it will become 9. You say that there are 4 ways. If there are 4 ways, interchange in your mind. You say that, hey, no sir, all right, now here I will write to 2 power 7. This time I will write 2 power 7 here, and I will make them as powers of 5s, right? You will break it as power 5 power A, 5 power B, and 5 power C. You have got exactly same configuration, and hence you say that exactly 3 will be 4 plus 4, which is 8 ways. Okay, is this 8 clear? Is this 8 clear? Whatever you did with 2, do it with 5 also. Do it with 5 also. There will be 8 ways. There are 8 ways in which there will be exactly 3 pairs of coprimes. There are 8 ways in which there will be exactly 3 pairs of coprimes. Is that 8 clear, everyone? Yeah. 8 clear. Other than Rishav and Ashutosh, can I seek some more confirmation that, okay, you are with me on this? There a lag something at your end? You guys are behind. Why don't you just come to the live side of it? Or should I assume that these are the only two understand? If there is a lag, please come down to the live side. No lag, right? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Vibha clear, Sagar clear. Guys, everybody press once on the live button. So there will be that live dot, right? So please press it and stay in tune. Stay in tune. If you are still here, you got the value as 8. Click on that and stay in tune with live. Just in case you have some accidentally lagged back, right? If there is no lag from my end, you might have lagged back. Yeah. Srishti, yeah. So this is very simple number, Srishti. It depends on what you are trying to make a case. Good question. If you are trying to make a case for 7, it is not a worry because I didn't give 70 to make a case or 20 to make a case. Forget 70. It will be daunting task, right? So we should look at the size of the problem. So whenever you are trying to make a case or something, size of the problem matters. If it is too big a size, then you will end up doing in a different way, right? You will end up doing it in a different way. Then you have to understand that what should be the process by which I'm going to do it, right? What is the process by which I'm going to do it? It's a small number. It's a small number because examiners also kind of vary. They know what can be dealt in the given time, what cannot be dealt in the given time, right? They know it. Examiners also are aware of it, right? Don't think that the guy who is setting this is a chemistry professor. No, he's also a quantitative guy. The quant section is set by the quant guy only. He knows it. He knows it much better than any of us out here, right? And he's the guy, that's the team, or that's the guy who is trying to set up this particular paper. So we cannot question his ability. So he knows it well. Did I answer your question, Srishti? So why 7? Because there is a reason. Why not 20? There is a reason. Okay, because they know that in the given time frame they should be able to do this. Yeah. Yeah, Rishav, that's also fine. Order doesn't matter. Yeah, which side greater, which side lesser, your counting remains same. Yeah. I hope I answered Srishti's question. Okay, yeah. So how do you decide the size of the problem? You have to look at this number and make a decision. That's a good question. That's a good question. Okay, yeah. But they generally you need to trust them and go saying that, okay, either there is a pattern, clear pattern by which I can arrive at it. If it is asking for a manual counting, there should be a clear reason for it. Right? Yeah, they will choose the number accordingly. So we can always trust them. That's what you find it. Yeah. Don't be anxious. You have to trust. That's what I say. You have to trust the fellow who is setting the paper also. How much we trust ourselves. We have to trust that fellow that it is not a chemistry or physics professor who is setting the paper. He's the quant guy who is setting the quant section. The person who is setting the verbal section, he is from a MA English background. Definitely already he is not from economics background. We should be very clear about it. Right? Yeah. He is not major in economics and trying to set an English section for IIM Ahmedabad. I mean, whatever the paper that they are trying to set. We need to understand their backgrounds. Okay, that's very important. And of course, if we are so much thinking, how much more the IIMs will be thinking. Right? Let's be clear on that. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's not worry about this. You will understand as you grow older like me. Okay, let's come back to this. Next one. Okay, what if I now let me say that, hey, how do I get into the 4-man? Okay, job of 3 is over, 8 cases is done. So how do I get into the 4 pieces of it? I will put it something like this. Say this is a function of, let's say that I will show one case here. This is 2 power 1. Say this is 2 power 6. I'm just showing you one case because first get that idea in mind, right? And then you will be able to permute it. Similarly, I'll say that hey, this is 5 power 1 and this is 5 power 7. 5 power 1 and 5%. What did I get? This is co-prime to this 1. This is also co-prime to this 2. All right. And the second one, this is co-prime to this 3. This is also co-prime to this 4. Did I get 4? Yeah. If I want to get 4, what I should do? 2 of the factors should be made up of powers of 2. 2 of the factors should be made up of powers of 5. Right. 2 of the factors should be made up of powers of 2. And the 2 of them should be made up of powers of 5. Which 2 does not matter. The order does not matter. You split. That's when you get exactly 4 of them. That's when you get exactly 4 of them. How many ways? Done. So here itself I can do this, right? 1 6. So you say that hey, this side is less than or equal to, because I already wrote 1, therefore I'm writing it in that fashion. Make it 2 5, you will make 3 4, and it comes to an end. That's it, over. You cannot say that I will write 4 3. It's a repetitive. Therefore you stop it somewhere, 3 cases. Similarly, you will have exactly same 3 cases, 1 6 2 5 and 3 4. And hence you are saying that hey, these 2 factors can be permuted in 3 ways. These 2 set of factors can be permuted in 3 ways. 3 into 3, 9 ways. Therefore this can be dealt in 9 ways. Is 9 clear? Is 9 clear? Hey, these are simple permutation algorithms on factors. Don't think that they will always ask that tell me product of 2 co-prime factors. No, there is a formula for it. Right? They will ask beyond that. They'll ask beyond that because they want us to understand something on counting. Okay? Making sense? This 9 is clear. 9 is clear. All right. Exactly 5, 0. Exactly 6, 0. Because there is no way out. There is no way out. By now, you yourself will understand that how on earth I'm going to get exactly 5. Because if you say earlier, the 2's were taking 3 place. Alright, earlier, what happened earlier? Earlier it was like this. Earlier it was like this. This was a power of 2. This was a power of 2 and this was a power of 2 and one of them was a power of 5, right? One of them was a power of 5. Then what you said? You said that a powers of 2, I will make it only 2. Therefore, 2 of them will be captured by powers of 5, right? X and Y. 2 of them would be captured by power of 5. Now what else I can do? Nothing else I can do. This is one pattern. This is the second pattern. I counted for this and I counted for this. Now what else is left? Nothing else is left. You may say that no sir, what if I write 2 power a here and I will write 2 power b and some 5 power x. And here I will write this as 5 power y and 5 power z. What if I do something like this? Then there is a problem. These two are not co-primes. One set is out, right? One set is out. These two are co-primes 1. These two are co-primes 2. All right. Okay. What about these two? Not co-primes. What about these two? Not co-primes. Then you got only 2 sets. All right. Only 2 sets you got now, right? Because 4 of them got cut off. You got only 2 sets out there. And then you kind of say that, hey, this is not working. All right. This is not working. Hey, are you getting me clear about this? Exactly 5 and exactly 6 are 0. Exactly 5 and 6 are 0 because there are only 2 possible patterns. There are only 2 possible patterns. There cannot be exactly 5 and exactly 6. Yeah. Answer is 17. Guys, are you all learning something? What I did is I took the same factors, etc. I brought in counting, not traditional counting. We are counting beyond tradition. Traditional countings have certain formulas. What we are doing is we are applying our mind. Traditional counting is where you start. Of course, we should know traditional counting. But now I'm talking about the space of those 6-7 questions out of those 22 odd questions. So in which space, in this space, you will not get traditional questions. Application questions is what you get, right? So we'll move beyond the traditional parameters. That's what we are trying to do here. All right, that is what we are precisely trying to make an attempt. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, are you all learning something? Is this helping anyone? Is this helping anyone, or are we stressing too much before the cat? How is it? What is the mood on the other side of the camp? Are we unnecessarily stressing so much, or is this helping? Yeah. Okay. Rishti, Rishabh, Ashutosh, at least 3 of them are fine. It. Okay. All right. Okay, Vibha. Fine. Good. Good. Yeah, because I want to know the feedback. It is not that okay, I think something, because this was simply based on your feedbacks in the past, right? So therefore, we have to co-travel. That's what I always believe in. It is not that I have something which I want to push down your throat. That does not help. That does not help. But to coordinate and work. Fair enough. All right, we'll come to this. Let's do a little bit of base system. You can expect 1 question or 0 question. Sometimes when 1 question comes, base system is pretty simple. But yes, if you have forgotten the fundamentals of base system, that can really catch us sometimes. All right, let's take a look at this particular question. So try and recall. I will give you good 2 minutes. I'll give good 2 minutes. Shall we do base system now, or you want to do it in some other lecture? I'm asking you guys. We may need another 20-30 minutes. Is that fine, or should we do it in some other lecture? If 20-30 minutes is too much, then we will park it for some other day. Quick, answer this first, and then we'll do this question. Shall we do a little bit of revision of base system now, or should we park it for some other day? That's tomorrow or day after, something like that. Okay, Rishabh, you want some revision. All right. Okay. If you revise and come, it is good for me. That's in fact very good for me. Because I'm somewhere expecting this year 1 question. I'm not sure. I'm expecting 1 question. That's what my gut feeling says. That's what my gut feeling says. So I'm somewhere, because it's been some time, right? Yeah. Okay, I will do it tomorrow or day after itself. We will do it, right? Will not delay it much. Okay, fair enough. So to be fair to you guys, what we'll do is, guys, all of you read little bit about the base system. That is binary. Have you heard this? Binary, tertiary, right? Yes or no? Base system means I'm talking about hexadecimal system, duodecimal system. Heard, right? Yes or no? Yeah, say something, because don't read something else and come. Yeah. Right. Okay. Please read that. Okay. Please go ahead and revise it once. Some questions there. Because somewhere my gut feeling says that this year there could be an inclusion of 1 such question out there, right? There could be an inclusion there. So we will do that. To be fair to you guys, you want to revise and come, please revise this and come. Let me quickly tell you what we are going to do tomorrow in that case. All right. Let me quickly put it there. Yeah. Before that, 1 quick announcements, and then I will tell you what is the plan for tomorrow. Yes, there is a countdown series, 10 days countdown series, which has commenced last Thursday, and there are some insights given every single day based upon what are the probable questions, the syllabus for revision, whatsoever. All right, now, so you can think of that. So if you have, you want to just understand a little bit about it, you can just watch there. Maybe about 40-50 minutes of sessions can be there every single day till Saturday. Point is, go with some questions that you want to ask. All right, if you have certain questions there, you ask the trainers. They should be able to help you out. So that's one. Coming to what we are trying to do tomorrow. Yeah. So before that, before you guys leave, ensure that everybody marks like if you have liked it. If you didn't like it, don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. If you have liked it, always solid. Now show, at least show that you liked it, and then move on. Yes. Put the bell icon so that when I start, you guys will understand that okay, there is a session which is scheduled. For tomorrow, we will be doing it a special class, right? We will do a special class, composite one. Don't worry, I will not be doing. You want base system to be done on the special class? You want base system tomorrow? Shall we do that on the special class? Should we try that tomorrow itself? If you can read tonight, then tomorrow 5 p.m. So we will do this base system. Maybe we'll add something more to it. Yeah. Sagar, how to access 10-day? That's on the special class, Sagar. Go to the special class and you will get that 10-day countdown. It's on the special class, not on the YouTube. Yeah. Fine. So this is the plan for tomorrow then. All right. So what we'll do is tomorrow special class. Special class means on the Unacademy app at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. So we will start with base system. If base systems requires that much time, we will see. But if it doesn't require that much time, I will add something more to this, right? Something more to our revision, right? Whatever we do, of course, it's helping. But quickly give me an understanding that revisions are certainly helping. What we are doing in the last 8-9 episodes. We did something on special class as well, put all of them put together. There are 10 episodes we have done, right? And one class is where we dilute it. Forget that. So otherwise, by and large, it's helping everyone. Reply that and then you can leave. Yeah, before you leave, quickly respond that in the chat. Just want to understand how it is going. Okay, Srishti, that's nice. Okay. Superb. That's nice, Ashutosh. Yeah. Good to know, because that also helps me all right to plan. Yeah. Good, Vibha. Superb. Cool, Risha. Fine then. Good. Good. All right. Yeah, nice to hear these things. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to know. Yeah. Uh sure. All right. All right, Srishti, we will do. We will do. We will do. I will keep taking the intermittent feedback. Based on that, we will definitely decide when to stop the series. Yeah. Certainly. Okay, all right, guys. Okay, I'm hoping that you are doing the similar stuff on the verbal and LRDI as well. Because of want of time, I'm not touching LRDI. Otherwise, I would have loved to do that as well. So these two areas I'm pretty comfortable. I would have done both of them, because I know that I can't. One person cannot deal with both the revisions, and hence I'm hoping that you are doing those revisions effectively at your end, right? No, so you are planning that as well quite effectively. Fine, I will see you tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. on the special class. Keep that in mind. Even if I send a short notice, you be ready and don't try to pack anything around the 5ish. I will see you guys around 5ish on the special class tomorrow. Bye till then. Stay blessed. Maintain good health. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.